Hey there, it's Adil with Fresh Mark Scents, another fresh review, aka Zest for Life. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to all of you that were celebrating that in the past month. So we are in the new year 2022. What are my favorite scents for the Christmas month, Christmas festive season? Something warm, spicy, something a little bit cuddly, cozy, and also New Year scents. Now, these are very close to each other. I haven't done any videos in those last 2 weeks because I've been very busy over that period, getting presents and the like. This is the first time I actually gave some Christmas presents to a few close ones. So let's get into Christmas scents and New Year's scents because I've been lagging behind. I haven't given you a video for either. So let's get straight into it. The first one is going to be a Christmas scent. Now, my choice this year for Christmas scents has been Sergei Luton's Cher Guai. Now, this has a honey note in the middle, which is very beautifully soft, sweet. It's enhanced by the creaminess of Bulgarian rose. There's some hay note in here, which keeps the tobacco leaf, which is the main ingredient of here. There's a honey in the mid note, and there's tobacco leaf in the top note, which makes it spicy. And if I was to spray it, let me just... So you get that smooth honey and hay with slight vetiver earthiness. And then you get the spiciness of the tobacco leaf, which is almost like saffron. It's very sweet. It's slightly smoky, but it's never too much to be overbearing. So very smooth, great date night scent with honey, amber, vetiver, some musk, Bulgarian rose. And of course, you got that tobacco leaf in the top note that really resounds through this to make it a rich, alluring, spicy, and comforting Christmas scent. This is my number one Christmas scent. I opened this on Christmas Day and I was wearing it all Christmas. Cherguai Sergei Lutons. So definitely check that one out. Very hyped in the community. I checked out Harrods first time I smelled it. I said I gotta check this one out because I've heard about this, and it was an instant love for me, so I bought that. Not from Harrods, by the way. I got it on discount, about £70, I think. Actually, no, £90. And I got a little bit of discount, about £6, whatever. So it worked out that I got free shipping that way. So the next thing is another Christmas one, something a little bit spicy, something a bit warm, reminds you of the night sky. This can also double as a New Year's fragrance for fireworks night as well, because it has the alluring nature of a midnight sky. This is none other than Opium Pour Homme Eau de Toilette. It's a very old school Eau de Toilette, but it's still relevant to today because a very warming bourbon vanilla note and tolu balsam, which gives it a caramel sort of a spicy warm richness, which is syrupy with the... it has anise star on top with some blackberry, and that really it opens it spicy, warming. The blackberry is juicy, round, almost like that mulled wine sort of effect, that spiced red berry fruits. And the woods in here aren't too much, but I'd say it's more about the vanilla and tolu balsam, the way how that mixes. It's almost like the way that the vanilla and custard mix with an apple strudel with those dark red winter fruits. So it has winter fruits in there. It has a little bit of spiciness. Very nice bourbon vanilla and tolu balsam in the base to make this a fantastic midnight sky scent. That blue ginger in the mid gives a smoothness that is airy and does remind you of a midnight sky because of its comforting warmth. So definitely check this one out. Opium Pour Homme Eau de Toilette, something that not everybody talks about, but it's still relevant today. The next one, let's get into New Year's fragrances. Now, there are certain fragrances that are very seductive, like this one, very seductive and rich. Black Orchid 2020 edition. Maybe it was 2021. That whole year just skipped by. Let me know in the comment section if it was the same for you as well. 2021 really just skipped by, but you had some great fragrances. This has Yang Ylang as a middle note, very buttery, rich, still has that truffle, and it has some plum as well, plum and incense. So this is a great buttery, truffly plum incense, very rich, sparkly gold effervescent effect, but it also has that gold shimmering effect. It's I think it's a combination of the amber, the buttery ylang ylang, the plum, which gives it sharp contrast with it's a rum note. That was the thing that was missing. Rum note in here really ties up the chocolate sparkling gold nature with the slightly incensey plum, slightly incensey, kind of smoky, but it's more buttered and rounded out by the Yang Lang, which is a fantastically smooth note when played out in here with truffle and rum. So definitely check out the 2020 version or 2021 version of Black Orchid. Very nice, alluring. You can wear this for Christmas as well, but I think New Year's, it sort of brings a new flame to the picture, you know? Everybody's wearing something very similar, and you come out and stand out in New Year's party as somebody wearing something different, alluring, and sensual in a new way that somebody will be looking for in the new year, maybe. So, next thing, let's check out this one. Valentino Umo Intense. Yes, the longevity has slipped over a time. It is not 9 hours longevity, but it still holds for a decent 7 hours. I would say probably 7 hours overall on the skin, with about 5 hours projection, 2 hours closer to the skin. So this is a very nice dark leather. This mixes violet, iris, and black leather note to produce something very smooth, sweet. It has that Dior Homme Intense waxy iris, and I really like the combination of black leather and iris, and this makes it very clean, very smooth. You can go out anywhere, New Year's fireworks. These two are in the same running for that, New Year's fireworks. But this is a very clean, smooth, almost buttery in the Yang Lang way, but this has a clean iris, which is more waxy in a la Dior Homme Intense, let's say. It's the same as that. So in that waxiness, but it has an added black leather note, which I think is very clean and supple if you're wearing a black leather jacket. Now this is something that you may have heard of before. It's been hyped up recently as the best Stronger With You, some people are saying. I feel that this has more walnuts and vanilla than the original Stronger With You Eau de Toilette. It has a similar kind of toffee vibe from the praline and rum used in the Intense, but this is more well-rounded, more wearable, slightly less juvenile because the nuts play more of a effect than the toffee, so it's more of a natural sweetness. You do get something that resembles the cardamom in the Eau de Toilette, but this is actually a mixture of the rum's spicy, sweet, fruity notes mixing with elmy, which gives it a very cloudy and creamy, sweet, naturally sweet scent cloud. This goes into the mid notes of Divana, so it opens up with rum and bergamot, and then it has the Divana and elmy. No, it's elmy in the top note, bergamot, and then I had rum in the middle and Divana. And in the base it has walnut and vanilla. So all in all, this is kind of similar to the Eau de Toilette, but different enough to warrant a purchase. I think that this focuses more on the walnuts and vanilla in the base and dances around the note of melon, which some people could really not grasp their head around when it comes to the sweetness, the pineapple in the Eau de Toilette. It has pineapple on top, but it smells kind of like caramel, but it's not like caramel. It's got that sweetness. It's lighter. This is more like this is more like dark chocolate and rum with the walnuts, and the other one is like light caramel with a sort of fruity aspect almost. So the Eau de Toilette is a completely different thing from this, but they both have their place, and I think this is much more suited to winter. And the Eau de Toilette is so widely projecting that it could almost be used for summer. But I wouldn't stretch it in the high heat because it could become a little bit too cloying in the summer if you to wear the eau de toilette. But this is perfect for winter. Stronger With You absolutely is a well-rounded perfume. Some people may not like the Divana in the middle, which is unusually green, but I think it's all about having a winter fire experience with the rum and the walnuts and vanilla, and then pairing that with the comforting stroll of a park or something, because you have that dark green essence of Divana with that bergamot on top, just to give a very almost sensorial feel of walking through a park and walking through that crunchy grass in the winter. So because it has that dark yet light green tinge to the perfume, let's say, through the Divana note in there. So definitely check this one out if you want something unusually sweet on gourmand. And gourmand, Stronger With You absolutely by Emporio Armani. And the last one that I saved at the end because it's the most expensive one probably, Dua Fragrances Casino Elixir. This is Creed Aventus mixed with Baccarat Rouge, and the concentration on this is off the scale because it's very strong. All Dua fragrances last at least 9 hours, and on the skin they're projecting for most of those hours about 7 hours. You can smell it from across the room in the first 2 hours, you know, and in 5 hours it is just like any other perfume when you first spray it, good projection. And then by 9 hours you would be able to, well, the last 2 hours you'll be able to smell it, you know, pretty close to you, about that far away. So I tested this with people that I'm close to, my girlfriend, whatever, you know, and they would be a little bit closer, and I would ask them if they could smell from further away. And because I do martial arts, I know what like 1 meter and 2 meter and half a meter is by kicks and the like. So I know if they could smell me for 1.5 meters away. So Casino Elixir mixes the fruitiness of Creed Aventus, which is the apple bergamot. They have a little bit of blackberry as well. They have that birch note to make it woody, with the Baccarat Rouge, which is the almonds, and that very sweet, the very sweet toasted almonds with rose, creamy sweet Bulgarian rose. So all of this is put together with some ambergris as well, because they always add ambergris to these Dua fragrances, but it seems to counterbalance the effect of the strong woody nature of this, because a lot of Dua fragrances, the oak moss in here is real, and that's why I bought the Dua fragrances, because there's no regulation on the west coast, whatever, I think it was Florida or something, or whatever. This company, this is actually a US company, they don't have the IAAF, I think is the perfume industry has not stopped these woods from being fake woods. These are real oak moss extracts. So definitely check this one out if you want something fruity, celebratory. This will tick all the boxes and get you noticed, projecting. And this is a stunner, really. Casino Elixir by Dua Fragrances. Not cheap. It's about £115 for 105 ml. So this is one of those fragrances that I stretch the mark and I go beyond the £1 per milliliter, but I think it's worth it. Let me know what you think in the comment section about all of these fragrances. Your Christmas fragrance, you've got your New Year's fragrance, just warm at nighttime, gourmand with rum and walnuts. This is your clean and done up nighttime, going out in your black leather jacket. And this is the celebratory, get me noticed, and partying all out all over the place because you are celebrating and you want to smell like you're celebrating too. So definitely check all of these out in your store or the like, and let me know what you think in the comment section about these fragrances. Now that we got that out of the way, I just want to say one thing. We are living in a time where um, that we have increased censorship, and I want you to ask yourselves, if you have taken the vaccine, 1, 2, or 3, ask yourselves, do you feel safe after having 3 vaccines? Do you feel safe? Because you should feel safe if the vaccine works. And if it doesn't work, maybe we should be looking for new solutions rather than new vaccines from the same companies that have promised us vaccines that work and they have been proven to be ineffective. Now, I've been reading the news about people who have been infected with COVID and the like, and it seems that people who have taken 3 vaccines, based on a story where basically a son, there's father and a son, and the son, he got COVID. This is a story from Poland. The son, he got COVID, and the father got COVID, but the son was vaccinated 3 times, and he passed away from the COVID. But when he gave the same COVID to his father, he had a heart attack in hospital, and they almost signed him off as dying from COVID, even though he had a heart attack. But he recovered from the heart attack, and he recovered from COVID. The strange thing is, he didn't have any vaccines, and the boy who was younger than him, the son, should have been just as healthy, even more, you know. He died with 3 vaccines. So we need to ask ourselves, what is the value of these vaccines and the vaccine passports and all these restrictions if we can't get back to normal? And if we say no to these restrictions because they are voluntary in each and every shop, if they say no and you don't have to wear a mask in the shop and you can be free, only then we can get back to normal. It's because the government is scaring us into taking this vaccine, and it's proven to be ineffective. So I say to all of you, you need to stand up, wake up, don't take the vaccine because it's not going to help you. Just pray to God that you won't get COVID again, because right now you don't know the answer and I don't know the answer, because I've had COVID before and I didn't have a vaccine. But since then, I've never had COVID, and I've been in contact with people with COVID and I've been fine. I just keep on testing myself after that. So make the decision yourselves. I'm healthy without a vaccine. I survived COVID. If you survived COVID, let me know. And more power to you. Hopefully in this year, you would have a healthy year, one without fear and with a lot of hope for the future. Let's not just get back to normal. Let's make up for that time and make it completely awesome. Like, not like just normal. Let's make it special this year, okay? 2022 will be a year to remember, because we'll make it special. Not just normal. We'll get back to normal and we'll make it special. Take care, stay fresh, and stay free.